Hi all. So today in this video we'll be learning about some CLI commands which is available with Playwright and Playwright Pytest plugins, right? So in our previous video we have learned about like page fixture, right? So now we have two tests, right? Test 01 and test 02, which is one is login with valid credentials, another is logout, right? So let's create a new scenario here. Okay, then we'll be learning about a few more CLI commands which we can use, right? So we have learned about login with right credentials. Let's add another scenario like login with invalid credentials, right? So let's try that. So the scenario would be like test login with invalid credentials, right? And let me remove it and let me put in regression. That's fine. Reformat. Okay, and setup teardown, that is fine. Here it's logging in, and but what is happening like this time it should be, I want to, okay, so what we can do, like we can create a separate fixture. So what, see, here we are logging with the valid credentials, right? So this is the credentials we are passing, it is secret sauce, and here standard user and secret sauce. So this fixture, this setup teardown fixture is using, or this fixture is getting used in this two scenario, right? Where we are using it as a prerequisite. So both is having same thing, right? So it will be logging in, and after that it will be log out here in this scenario, and here it will be just login and validate like the login is successful, right? Okay, but in the third scenario is like it's invalid credentials. So if we use the same contest setup and teardown fixture, in that case it will not work, right? So what we want here, we want to pass as invalid credentials, right? Say we are giving the correct username but invalid password or wrong password. Okay, so for that what we can do, we can create another fixture, and here what we will do, will not use this part. Okay, so after we just will navigate to the source demo website, and then we'll build this page object. Okay, and let make it setup and tear down, uh, setup tear down, what name we can give, no login. Okay, so setup tear down, no login. So let me copy it, and let me go here and give it to this here. Okay, and here I'm passing it like this. So I need to get this login part as well, right? So here instead of standard user, this is fine, right? Let's keep it like that, and instead of secret source I am giving this as a wrong password, so making it as wrong source. Okay, and this is like logging in. After that it will get the page header, and it will check whether it is visible or not, right? So what we can do, let's open the source lab website, and let's try this scenario like invalid, when just give a wrong password and click on login. So it's saying like username and password do not match any of the username with this device, right? So that's the thing we need. So let's check whether this error message is coming or not. So let's create a XPath for that. So let's div, and at the rate class, error message container, and after that uh, let's take h3 slash h3. Okay, so this is actually this h3 whole text is there, and what you can do, we can extract this. I mean, this is the this is fine, it seems fine because we do not need this button, so we can take it and use it here. So after clicking on this login, there should be this error message, right? So I am error text equals to page dot locator, and here I'm giving this, right? So this is our error text locator, and after that we have to get this error text, right? Okay, so error text dot uh, there should be one text. Okay, so we need to this is the locator, right? And we need to get the text. So error text dot, okay, this is not giving anything. uh, okay, let me go to the documentation and find like uh, get text. Okay, then text, selecting element by level text locator dot all. Okay, this is the one we are finding, like locator dot all text or locate all inner text, right? So there are some inbuilt method or predefined method available, like locator dot all text content, right? So the we need to find which one we will require. So basically we just wanted to extract the text, right? So let's find it. I think inner text should be find. Okay, so let's try this locator dot inner text. No, sorry. So we are using this locator dot inner text, and this should be giving this error text, right? So let's print it here and also give assertion, and we do not need this part, so just remove it, and here assert dot. Also let's create one more step here, error text dot wait for. Why it is not giving any suggestion? Wait. Uh, so order send dot wait for. Okay, I don't know why it is not giving the auto suggestion, so I need to check that. So okay, it's giving some text. Okay, so this dot we can check like this is um, I mean this text should have, I mean like we can validate like username do not match with any username, right? So this is very long password, so we can create a variable. So actual error text. Okay, and just put this quotation. So this is actual error text, so this error text in this. Okay, so we are validating like whether this error text contains here. If this contains, then that means the session gets passed. Otherwise we will write like um, correct error message is not displayed. Okay, message you can pass anything, that's fine. So now let's run it and check whether it's working or not. I hope this should work. And okay, we are again, but that's fine, we can keep it like that also, but it's better. In Python we have to use this um, like um, casing formatting. This is called snake casing format. Okay, so I'm running it now, my test minus s minus v, and then by test fw, yeah, and then we can pass test 01 and then colon colon this one. So I just need to I want to execute just this test, so let's run it. So you can see this is getting passed, but we can see like it is not, it didn't open the browser, so you need to pass this flag headed and check it what is happening now. Okay, so it's saying that username. So actually this is correctly working, so we get the error text printed here. Okay, now we do not need this part because we just gave it for our logging purpose, but now it's fine and our scenario is correctly working, right? So we have created a new scenario which is test login with invalid credentials, and we used a different fixture as well, right? So let me run all together. I mean, let's run all these all these three tests, right? So minus s minus v, and then give this headed and run it. So all three tests got passed, and the good thing is like we have used two different fixture: setup tear down and setup tear down no login, right? So okay, now let's learn about few more um, CLI commands, right? So we already learned about this headed one, so which is like run test in headed mode. And next learn it about let's learn about this dash dash browser. Okay, so this is like running, if you have to run the test, currently it is running in the Chromium browser, right? So let's say you want to learn you want to execute your test in Firefox, right? So in that case you can use this values. Okay, it can be specified multiple times, default all browsers. So let's run it with this flag dash dash browser equals to um, Firefox. Okay, and let's hit run. So now we should see the Firefox browser should be opened. Yes, you can see. So the first test is passed, second is also passed, and the third is also passed. Great. Okay, now let's try another browser, which is WebKit. So you can see this WebKit browser is also launched. And just one thing to note, like here I have not installed any I think I have Firefox, but yes, I have Firefox, but I do not have WebKit. Okay, because WebKit is for Safari. But here we have already downloaded the binaries for WebKit. That is why it is executing in WebKit browser, right? We didn't need to. I mean, we do not have to install it additionally. Okay, now we can also run in multiple browsers. So dash dash browser equals to Firefox. Okay, so it should be running in both Firefox and WebKit, not in parallel but sequential. And next it will run in Firefox. So as we gave WebKit first and then Firefox, that is why this is the sequence it is following. So now we can give the Chromium as well. So you can run your test in both, I mean in all three browsers, right? Chromium, Firefox and WebKit. Okay, so we learned about it, and next run about this browser channel as well. So browser channel is like, I'm just changing it back to browser, removing these are the okay, the previous one was browser, now we have to use browser channel. So here what we can do, like if you want to execute your if you want to execute your test in only Chrome browser, then you can use this Chrome browser channel. Okay, and browser channel equals to Chrome. So if I now hit enter, now our actual Chrome browser should be open. You can see this is the actual Chrome browser. Okay, so all three passed, and now I want to execute in Edge browser, right? So I need to write msh and hit enter. Okay, so all three test got passed in Microsoft Edge browser. So that's what it is written, like browser challenge to be used. Okay, the next one also we can cover the slow motion. So right, let's say I want to now execute it bit slowly, I need to give some demo, so I can use this slow mo equals to, let's say, 500 milliseconds. So 1000 milliseconds equals to 1 seconds, right? So I'm giving just a 500 milliseconds of delay. So you can see this execution is a bit slower because of this 500 milliseconds delay, but it's good like whenever you need to debug your script, so then that time you can pass like 1000 millisecond or whatever you want, and your test should be passed. Okay, so this is what we can, I mean, that's it for today. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.